Are you currently working on any deals with Fortune 500 companies? I probably can answer that from the markets and growth unit, and then Fred, I think you should answer that from the different conversations and many conversations you're having. Yes, we definitely do, and this is why we're now building up a business hacking unit. So a unit, we call it hacking because we are non-profit. So as I mentioned, our ambition is to enable growth, to hack into things, to help you actually to achieve things. So that is a next unit that we're building within the Cardano Foundation to enable this bridge from like traditional and the institutional world into our ecosystem, and also with initiatives such as our challenge in Catalyst, where we test the UX or other things. We're building this bridge. My team and myself, we're building this bridge from institutional world into the still for many very cryptic environment we're now in.
I think you said something that I should talk about, some experience with Fortune 500 companies, or maybe a little bit the wider scope of the large companies. So the architecture landscape needs to change. So if you look into the procurement department of a large company buying IT software, they buy something and the cyclus is maybe 10, 20 years before they recycle that and they go on the market again. They own that software, they control that software, they control all of the attack vectors into that. They have the auditors going in and basically looking at that. They have the internal audit departments. All of that is a confined space. Blockchain, as you know, real blockchain, permissionless blockchain, is a total different architecture. So one of the biggest hurdles we have and one of the largest task force we have to do for the foundation is education. It's not just education in terms of the universities and the students. No, it's education of the large companies and the large governments who is reaching out to millions and billions of people and ensuring that they feel comfortable working with such a different architecture landscape as Cardano. We think and we believe and what we see is that it is enterprise ready. And the deal in Ethiopia is showing that, but also all the research we've done in the academic offspring. But, seeing, believing, and doing is a different thing. So yes, we are working with Fortune 500 companies, but we actually do have some connective tissue and some things, some hygiene factors we need to have solved first in order to get the real masses there. But we do have a pipeline of around 900 companies who is basically in contact with us and said they want to start building with us. And we're slowly chucking away at them as fast as we can.
Yeah, maybe to build on what Fred has mentioned regarding education, we have announced on the Africa show that we as a Cardano Foundation, we work with non-profit organizations. And in that particular case, we announced the partnership with Save the Children. Of course, we are in various other conversations with such NGOs, and the beautiful thing why we get the foot into the door is because we have this new staking economics, like stake pool operators that delegate a percentage of their rewards to nonprofit organization, and that's why they're knocking on our door as well. And we try to help them, of course, to get into Cardano as best as possible. But you can imagine it's a very, very traditional industry. And so sometimes we start with even explaining them what Bitcoin is, and explaining them that it was 2008, where there was a white paper, etc., etc. So they really start from the beginning, and that actually shows how important that education is, especially if we go broader than just the blockchain bubble we're currently in.